I'm going to talk about two hymns, or more precisely, two hymn tunes. Strictly speaking, the word hymn refers to the words, and the word hymn tune refers to the music. Most people think that the word hymn means the words and the music, or just the music, which is not correct. So we're talking about the words and we're talking about the music. Most hymns in the hymnal were not written at the same time as the music, and vice versa. Some of the hymns had music composed for those particular words. In fact, here's a little known fact. What is the only Christmas carol known throughout the world where the words and music were written at the same time by the same person? And the answer is, We Three Kings of Orient. The first hymn we're going to talk about is How Firm a Foundation. The words first appeared in 1737. The hymn in our hymn book has two tunes, so you can sing it to a tune called Foundation, which sounds like this. Or it is also set to this tune called Lyons. Actually, properly Lyons, because it was named after the French city. You might think that the American tune, the early American tune, was written first. It was written in 1832, as far as we know, although it may have come from folk sources before that. And the tune Lyons, I'll anglicize it, was written in 1815. And the words, written in 1737, were paired with Lyons in 1832 and have been associated with it in many hymnals ever since. And that is Anne Stevenson's preferred tune. And that tune was the only tune to that text in the hymnal 1940. And the other one came later. In our hymnal, there's a descant written by Lois Fife, who had a music publishing business for many years, F-Y-F-E. And she wrote a lovely descant for this. Descant is one of the ornaments or embellishments of a hymn. A hymn, the art of hymn playing and composition is quite rich. Tone painting is where you take something musical and try to evoke the sound of something specific. For instance, in this one, in Lyons, that soul, though all hell shall endeavor to shake. There's a low D on the organ, and I like to play with a 32-foot bombard here and trill. So we're coming up to the soul, though all hell shall endeavor to shake. Never, no, never, no, never forsake. And then other hymns, for instance, that have all things bright and beautiful, each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings. So the organist can have lots of fun with that. Now, the other hymn that I'm going to talk about is a modern hymn, not so well known, but known to Tad Meyer and Ann Stevenson because they know the composer, as I did, Ronald Arnett, who was at Trinity Church Copley Square after leaving the cathedral in St. Louis. Arnett was a British choir boy at St. George's Chapel, Windsor. Anyway, this is hymn 443, From God Christ's deity came forth, his manhood from humanity. You have a copy of that there. Let me play that for you a little bit. And this is a modern tune written for these words. we'll sing both these hymns, all three of these tunes, later. How firm a foundation, ye saints of the Lord, is laid for your faith in his excellent word. What more can he say than to you he hath said, to you that for refuge to Jesus have fled? How firm a foundation, ye saints of the Lord, is laid for your faith in his excellent word. What more can he say than to you he hath said, to you that for refuge to Jesus have fled? From God Christ's deity came forth, his manhood from humanity, his priesthood from Melchizedek, his royalty from David's tree. Praised be his wonderful